GPT 5.2 that released on 11th of December feels like magic, but it's actually not. Inside this model are four real systems working together, and if you understand them, you will use AI 10x better than everyone else. So it says GPT 5.2 sets a new state of the art across many benchmarks including GDP-Val. So this is the benchmark, and when I googled what is GDP-Val, I found GDP-Val is a new rigorous benchmark and dataset introduced by OpenAI, blah blah blah. So I found this is a little bit problematic because your matrices are also invented by you. So that's kind of on nuts. So that is not the discussion. Let's talk about real things. So first, GPT 5.2 is not one thing. It's a system. The first misconception is thinking GPT 5.2 is a monolithic model. But in reality, GPT 5.2 is presented as a family of models and behaviors. The behaviors are first everyday responses, or deeper multi-step reasoning, or longer, more structured outputs, or tool-assisted workflows. But what matters is not just the core language model, but how the model is deciding which capability to use for a given prompt or a given instruction. So this is why GPT 5.2 often feels more intentional than the previous versions of GPT. Second, the core model is still a language predictor, and that's fine. Underneath everything, GPT 5.2 is still a large language model trained to predict the next token. OpenAI did not announce a brand new paradigm of transformers, and that's important to say it clearly. The real progress is not reinventing the core architecture, but it's about cleaner training and better stability and reduced hallucination and stronger performance over longer contexts. So, in short, less chaos and more reliability. Third, training GPT 5.2 is about behavior, not just data. One of the most misleading ideas online is that newer models are just trained on more data, which is not true. What OpenAI emphasizes instead is post-training behavior shaping, which is like preference optimization, human and AI feedback loops, consistency tuning, and refusal and safety calibration. So GPT-5 is not just trained to answer questions, it is also trained to refuse more predictably, explain its reasons more clearly, follow instructions more faithfully, and maintain the tone and structures across long contexts and long tasks. So this is why many improvements feel subtle and meaningful. And also you'll notice fewer strange answers, fewer formatting failures, fewer logical drop-offs mid-response. Fourth, alignment layers are a major part of what's inside. A large portion of GPT 5.2's behavior does not come from the base model itself. It comes from the layers wrapped around it, which are safety, content filters, instruction hierarchies, style and trust calibration. So these layers decide when the model should say, I can do that, or it asks you to clarify the question itself, or how confident or cautious it is while replying to you. So many people interpret these as limitations, but they are deliberate design choices to make the user experience better. Fifth, tool use is no longer optional, it's a core feature now. One of the biggest practical shifts that GPT 5.2 is having is to work with tools by default. Instead of answering everything from internal text alone, it can retrieve information and call external tools and reason across multiple steps and verify or structures output programmatically. So this changes what intelligence means. So what is happening is that GPT 5.2 does not need to know everything. It needs to know when to act, when to check, when to delegate, and when to call external tools. So that is why it feels more capable than real-world workflows. So whenever you are doing document analysis, spreadsheet generation, planning, or coding assistance, GPT 5.2 works like whew. Sixth, context handling is where the model feels smarter. Another major improvement is that users notice long context coherence. GPT 5.2 is better at maintaining intent across long conversations, referring back to the earlier constraints, handling multi-part instruction without drifting. So this means that it has human-like memory because it has better context windows, better attention management, and better prioritization of what matters in that particular conversation. But now it's important to know what is not inside GPT 5.2. The company claims it does not have consciousness or any desires or goals or any beliefs or any understanding in the human sense. And the company also claims that GPT 5.2 does not want to help you, it does not know it's answering to you because it is just a next token predicting machine. So GPT 5.2 is not a mind in a box, it's a carefully controlled system designed to be useful, predictable, and scalable. So this was it. What is inside GPT 5.2? I hope you liked it. Subscribe for more.